A great big hello. Welcome to Studio 850. John Singley here live at Seagrove Beach, South Walton, Florida. First day the beaches have been open, and you can see the people are out in great numbers enjoying their newfound ability to access the beautiful Emerald Coast here on the Florida Gulf Coast. We're awaiting the arrival of the Grim Reaper. We've been following him this morning on his tour. He's been making stops up and down Okaloosa and South Walton. He's due up here shortly. He's drawing a large crowd everywhere he goes, and there's no shortage of opinions that people are talking to him about when he comes in. This is one of the public access points in South Walton, one of the great resort areas along the Gulf Coast. We have a group of people over here that are with us who are enjoying their first day on the beach in a long time. You want to come over and talk to us?
How's it going?
What's your name?
Jason.
Jason, where are you from?
Atlanta.
Atlanta. Yeah, well, you been down here long this week?
Yeah, we came down last weekend as well and came down with the family this weekend.
So you're legal on the beach today?
Legal on the beach.
Have you tried it before today?
No.
Okay, well, a good law-abiding citizen.
Yeah.
Concerned about obeying all the rules down here. Well, this Jason has been a kind of a controversial subject, closing the beaches up here in Florida. What do you think about that? Do you think that's a good idea? It's open now, but it's with restrictions in a lot of the towns.
Well, you know, I guess I'm of the belief that we can, distance ourselves, and I don't necessarily think that it's necessary for someone to tell me to do that. We've been in Atlanta and where I live and doing the same thing, just, social distancing and keeping our distance, and it's worked out fine. But I don't necessarily think closing this whole beach is necessary for it. So I really don't agree with it, but I am glad it's open today.
Are you staying in a rental or a hotel?
No, we own a house down here.
Yeah. So the governor has yet to open the short-term rentals.
Yeah.
Only for the hotels.
Yeah.
Do you rent your property out when you're not here?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. Are you taking reservations here for the season?
We're taking reservations, but we keep having to postpone them. Every time they do make some announcement about the short-term rentals, that it's we're having to postpone and call our potential tenants and push them back, which I don't understand why the hotels are renting, but the houses can't rent. I'm just a little confused on that one. I guess it's because of the size of the group, maybe. I'm not sure, but I definitely think that it's hurting us. We need to get this thing moving.
We're with Jason from Atlanta, Georgia, a property owner down here in Seagrove Beach in South Walton County. Jason and his family have been down here a week. They're celebrating their first day on the beach since they hit town.
Yep.
And Jason's also a property owner too. So Jason, thank you, and I hope
welcome.
your family enjoys. You know about the Grim Reaper?
Oh, well, I just heard. I heard he's coming down, so I'm interested to see him.
Yeah, well, we expect him down here very soon in a few minutes, and we'll get your reaction once your family has a chance to take a look. Thanks, Jason.
You're welcome. Thank you.
You're on Studio 850. We're in Seagrove Beach, Florida, South Walton County. Looking at the opening of the beach. The first day of the beach is open over here. A lot of people are down here. The afternoon is early. The breeze has picked up. The water is emerald, just like the Chamber of Commerce pictures would show you. And the temperatures are wonderfully mild. It kind of reminds me of Southern California temperatures almost. Mid to high 70s, nice breeze. The Grim Reaper, attorney Dan Uhlfelder, is due down here in a few minutes. He's making his tour along the beaches of Okaloosa and South Walton. His message is that it is dangerous to go to the beaches during a period of COVID. Attorney Uhlfelder has a long history of advocating for causes along South Walton. We were with him a little earlier this morning as he toured through Okaloosa and the other part, the western part of South Walton beaches. And we're expecting him here in just a few minutes. He's had quite a media entourage in tow with him most of the day. National media, groups like Vice Media. But we're going to have him all to ourselves down here, we hope, in a few minutes as he finishes the early part of the afternoon of his tour. Families are still coming down the public access beach walks. This is a well-maintained and well-operated public beach over here in Seagrove Beach. Next door to us is Watercolor, and just down the road is Seaside of the movie fame, the movie set town. A lot of the children are out here who are not having to go to school right now. We just spoke to a family from Atlanta down here with their kids, and for the children, I'm sure they're still doing their lessons while they're in their vacation homes along the way, right? They sure must be. You're on Studio 850. I'm John Singley, your host this afternoon, and we're just going to let the camera roll here for a few minutes in what's a Chamber of Commerce afternoon on the Florida Gulf Coast.
How do you feel about the governor?
Philip from Montgomery has joined us. Philip, welcome to Studio 850.
Appreciate you having me.
What brings you down to the beach today?
Well, we just came to celebrate the opening of the beaches. So we're property owners in Prominence just down the road and just came to enjoy this beautiful day.
So, do you rent your property out?
We do.
And what do you think about the governor's order to not open short-term rentals?
It's a little frustrating. I'm sure the governor thinks he's doing the best thing with the information he has, but we were really eager to pick up some extra rental income that we've lost over the past 6 weeks.
How are your bookings for the season so far?
You know, we actually were picking up a lot of bookings in May that we're going to have to cancel. So a lot of people are getting excited about coming, even some local people just traveling to this area. So I believe it's a little short-sighted from what I know, but clearly he has probably more information than we have.
Have you heard about the Grim Reaper today?
I haven't. I'm excited to see him. Just, you know, it's his free right to come and do and just protest and everything, but it's also our free right to enjoy this beautiful day on the beach.
What do you think about the danger or the hazards to people who come to the beach today with the COVID virus?
You know, from everything that we've been hearing, and there's so much information we still don't know, but it seems that humidity and sunshine are good factors to fight against the virus from living on certain surfaces for long periods of time. I can't believe that something's been encouraged to keep people inside for so long. So, you know, we just don't believe that being inside is the safest place to be. And we believe, as we've seen, that people are being responsible out here and distancing themselves. And I haven't seen any problems yet.
You have somebody with you back here?
That's my wife. I don't know if she wants to speak or not.
You bring your whole family? You have children?
My son is staying with my parents right now. Yep.
Still doing their schoolwork, school-age children?
So he is 3 years old. His daycare has been closed since they issued the order in Alabama, but they've sent home some worksheets and everything we can do at home right now.
What's going on in Montgomery? Share with our audience here how stay-at-home's doing.
Definitely. So our governor in Alabama and locally the mayor in Montgomery they are starting to do some restrictions and release. They've issued a safer at home order.
I see the Grim Reaper's on his way down. He's talking to people on his way down, I guess passing his message along to them.
I hope he's sanitized his whole message and everything he's passing off, right?
Yeah. He's got his Reaper, and he looks pretty grim, actually.
He's probably pretty hot.
The Grim Reaper on a tour of the beaches of Okaloosa and South Walton today to send a message, and that his message is that it's not healthy to come to the beach in a period of COVID. We're with Jason from Montgomery, Alabama. Jason had not heard of the Grim Reaper, but now everybody's turned around. The Grim Reaper's doing some photo ops up there on the boardwalk. As you can see through the eyes of Studio 850, we're live. Seagrove Beach, South Walton, Florida, on the Gulf Coast, the Emerald Coast. A Chamber of Commerce afternoon. Winds are up, people are out, and the Grim Reaper is on the march. He's surveying the scene up there and on his way down the boardwalk. So you've seen now the Grim Reaper as he makes his approach there, Jason. What's on your mind as you watch this?
It doesn't change any of our plans or anything we plan to do this weekend. Enjoy this beautiful weekend. Again, it's his free right to be out here and protest as he would see fit. But clearly all the indications from CDC and Department of Health encourages outside recreation, sunshine, humidity. So
here comes the Grim Reaper down the boardwalk, kind of like the Pied Piper. He's got beachgoers and media following him. He's headed to the beautiful white sands. I tell you, Jason, I've been on beaches all around the world in my life. Grew up on a beach, never seen sand this white.
That's what actually encouraged us to buy a property down here. We've first heard about 30A about 10 years ago when my wife and I got married. Did our first year anniversary trip and been coming every year since. And we actually just bought in January, so it's been an interesting rental spring.
Right. Yeah. The Grim Reaper is barefoot. He's obviously not worried about the sand. I think he, as he says, he's more worried about people and the COVID virus in this opening of the beaches along the Florida Gulf Coast.
Thank you so much, Jason.
So Daniel is back with us here. Jason, the two Jasons this afternoon. The Grim Reaper's made his appearance, Jason. There you go. He's got a message.
Is he trying to just drum up business?
Yeah. Well, you can ask him. He's on his way over here.
Looks like he's trying to use the pandemic to promote his own business.
Yeah. You want to talk? Here.
He's got a lot to say. I just have.
What's your name?
My name's David.
David, where are you from?
From Atlanta.
Atlanta. You're with this group?
Yeah.
So there goes the Grim Reaper.
Yeah.
What comes to mind?
Well, obviously the Grim Reaper represents death, but I mean, I think that this guy's just posing for photos and looking to garner attention for himself and using, this national situation to maybe make himself known and build a name for himself. I mean,
You want to go ask him a question?
He's an attorney.
Yeah, I'm told he's an attorney. Yeah.
So, what's he?
Well, maybe that's something you can ask him when he comes back over. But the Grim Reaper is parading down the surf line here, carrying his message of, I'm not sure exactly. Hopefully we'll be able to talk to him soon, find out exactly what the message is. But he is putting on a show for most of the beachgoers here at Seagrove Beach, Florida. But we're on the move here.
All right. Good luck. Thanks.
Thanks. We're going to follow in the Grim Reaper's footsteps, at least along the beach as he steps. Get people's reaction. Hi, folks. You're live on Facebook, Studio 850. What do you think about the Reaper?
I think he's a tragic figure. He's living in fear.
And obviously, the beachgoers think this is good for him, so...
I hope it'd be better for him if he'd take all that black off. Get some good sunshine. Vitamin D, you know.
Hi there. What's your name?
Alan.
Alan, what's your take on the Reaper today?
I feel sorry for him. Yeah, bless his heart.
Are you from this area?
Alabama.
You're up in Alabama?
Yeah.
Well, the Reaper's been on tour here of all the beaches along the coast, and this is one of his stops. Hi there.
Hello.
What's your take on the Grim Reaper?
I think it's disappointing that he's not participating in the sunshine and enjoying just the fun of being outdoors and not having to be inside.
Fun and freedom.
Are you folks renting down here this week?
No. No.
You
we're not
own
renting.
property?
We're with a property owner.
Oh, okay. Great. You must be the property owner. Wearing the gator hat.
This is the property owner.
Yeah.
She's the property owner.
So what do you think about the governor not opening the short-term rentals?
I wasn't aware of it.
Uh-huh. So the beaches are open, hotels are open, but short-term rentals are still secured until the governor decides to open them up.
Studio 850.
We're at Seagrove Beach, Florida, live this afternoon with the Grim Reaper and all the people celebrating the first day of the opening of the beach. Hi, folks.
Hello. I don't know what to think about it.
Does it worry you being on the beach during a time of COVID?
Not at all.
Where are you from, sir?
Texas.
Great state of Texas.
Absolutely.
What's going on in Texas?
Opening up the state.
There you go. Are you from East Texas?
Houston.
That's pretty east to me.
Yeah.
Good talking to you. Who's in your crowd here?
Family members.
What's your name, sir?
Gilligan.
Are you from Texas?
Roger.
So what did Texas folks who are at Seagrove Beach this week think about this Grim Reaper coming down here to warn you that it's dangerous?
Trump's ready for us. He's going to take care of us, babe.
Everybody in Houston following the rules over there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I have relatives in Texas. I know they're eager to get going. Seagrove Beach, South Walton County, Gulf Coast of Florida. First day the beaches are open, and the Grim Reaper has made his appearance and is departing now in his entourage off to the next stop. You're on Studio 850. We're live this afternoon. I'm John Singley, and we will continue to follow the Grim Reaper tour as he moves along 30A, which is, most of you know, the main road down here in South Walton. So now we're going to march on up the boardwalk and see what the Reaper has to say to the audience up here in the parking lot. Hope he picked up his sandals.
We are thrilled that the beaches are open.
South Walton Public Beach Access at Seagrove Beach. They've done a great job of protecting the dune line. They've got these amazing boardwalks that traverse the edge of the dune in ways that are handicap accessible and easy for small children, yet preserving these pretty massive dunes. Teresa Hill behind the camera back here might add, she says, great public bathrooms. These are huge dunes, aren't they? Well, we're about to catch up with the Reaper. He's holding court in the parking lot up here to a small audience. And hopefully we'll get a chance to see how the reaping is going. Daniel, talk to me about how your day's going. We're doing great. We've been following along behind you.
Okay.
We're with the Grim Reaper. Daniel?
Yes, let's keep a little distance. Yeah.
Sure, sure.
Okay, who are you with?
I have a sanitizer wipe.
Where are y'all from? You're from...
We're from Pensacola.
Oh, good. Well, thank you for coming.
Sure. Studio 850, our audience is over in this area as well. So we thought we'd come over here and see how the tour today was going.
It's going great. It's going really good. Yeah, we're meeting a lot of people and we're getting some fresh air. And so we're about to hit another place. No. Okay. Yes. Okay.
So, Daniel, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, Daniel, when did you decide and why did you decide that the Grim Reaper tour needed to start?
Actually, I decided it last week after I've been doing a lot of efforts to try to get our beaches, safe and for the public. And I sued the governor, and he's refusing to take appropriate action. And now they're opening beaches. I've been fighting to keep our beaches open for the public for years, and so I understand the real desire and interest in coming to the beaches, but I think right now it's a premature and it's a kind of a knee-jerk reaction to a situation rather than trying to address the real issue of people's not getting paid while they're not working, unemployment, not getting loans, not getting government assistance. And so the government and the governor is leaving this to the locals rather than doing the right thing and opening up the beaches and just getting the virus to spread all over the place.
So, Daniel, you have a pretty famous history here along South Walton in this area, defending public use of the beaches. How's that going?
I'm still on that. I mean, I still believe firmly in that these beaches are for the public to use. We were just at a beach where they tried to kick us off. They called the police on me.
Oh, really? Yes. What happened this morning? What beach?
My last stop over at Sunrise Beach.
And the law enforcement came?
The law enforcement came. They took my driver's license. Well, they didn't actually. They asked for my driver's license, and then I gave it to them, and they ran my information through the system, and I gave my real name, not Grim Reaper, but yeah. So they called the cops on me because they said I was on their private beach, which is a joke, So I'm still dealing with that. That ain't going away. Trust me. So
are you in court now on that? That's customary use. Is that right?
Customary use is in court right now. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Well, that's a hot button topic from Perdido Key all the way over here.
These beaches are for all of humanity. I was just at a beach doing nothing wrong, and these guys called the cops and said I was on their private beach, and I said, well, where is the boundary? They didn't know. It's greed. And so that is, I want to get everybody back to these beaches safely and securely. But I think we've got 60,000 plus deaths in America. We've got a million people, known cases. Walton County, we had 3 new cases the other day. We've only tested less than 1% in Walton County. So this is a deadly virus, and I want to get back to normal quick as possible, but I want to do it in a safe, methodical way. And this knee-jerk reaction of well, people aren't working, we need to get them back to work. Well, rather than getting them money to work, they're opening the beaches and causing a worse problem. So I firmly, there's nobody that's fought harder for public beaches than me. And this is for the public safety. This is about public safety. I have kids here. My parents are here. I'm a second-generation Floridian. Florida is in my blood. And this governor has blood on his hands for what he's doing. He's going to kill people for what he's doing, and he needs to be held responsible.
Have you talked to the governor?
I've sued the governor, yes.
Well, that ought to be a face-to-face confrontation, at least between the attorneys. But you're in court now on that matter?
Yes, we sued the governor.
Which court are you in?
Leon. Well, now we're on appeal. We sued him in Leon County Circuit Court to get the beaches temporarily closed and to issue a stay-at-home order. So he he issued a stay-at-home order, which he just rescinded, and now we're on appeal because the local court said that it didn't have jurisdiction to override him. So Ron DeSantis he's not a real Floridian. He's just somebody that's come in here. Trump put him in place, and he's just trying to run the numbers. So he doesn't understand what I do about Florida and what people are in Florida are like. And these beaches are beautiful. He supports privatization of the beaches. This bill, there was a bill introduced this year to try to repeal the
Is that a 631?
Yes, and he was no help whatsoever. So Ron DeSantis, he's a hack. I mean, yeah.
Daniel, we've gotten a lot of public input on social media in the last 2 days, even today on the beach down here, on the issue of the governor has not opened short-term rentals, but he's opened hotels. Do you follow that, or do you?
I try to follow the governor because our lives depend on it, because he's derelict in his duties. With a short-term rental, it depends on what time of the day it is. He changes his mind so much. But right now, the short-term rentals, I believe, are banned through Monday. That's my understanding. That's my understanding.
We're with the Grim Reaper, Attorney Dan Uhlfelder here from South Walton, Florida. This afternoon, the first day the beaches have been opened, and the attorney here is on a tour of the beaches locally. We've watched him this morning. We just watched him here to send a message, his message, that it's unsafe to be on these beautiful beaches in the time of COVID.
And I'm not saying it's unsafe to be on the beach. I mean, if you can practice social distancing, my concern is the draw that it brings people here to our restaurants and to our facilities. And so people who are infected or coming from highly infected areas are coming to this area. If people could come to the beach and socially distance, so it's not that I don't want people on the beach is the draw for the virus. So
have you seen the social distancing today on the beach? Is it happening?
A little bit. I mean, not much. I mean,
groups of 10, 6 feet apart.
I don't see many
family members can.
I don't see many people 6 feet apart on a beach. That's pretty. Yeah, that's pretty rare. Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of children. I guess children are still out of school.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're with Attorney Dan Uhlfelder, South Walton.
I got to run. So.
What's the next step here?
We have we got a couple more beaches to hit. So.
Yeah. Well, Godspeed to you.
Thank you. Yeah. Be safe.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
All right. So we're here at Seagrove Beach, public access number 17, South Walton, Florida Gulf Coast. We've been with the Grim Reaper as he has been visiting the beaches today. You're on Studio 850. We're live on Facebook. We will continue the coverage of the first day of the beaches opening and the Grim Reaper tour this afternoon. So glad to have you with us. We appreciate you staying with us. Join with us when we go live next time. I'm John Singley. Take good care. Oh, also, we got to acknowledge everybody here who has made us all look good and made us all come together. And I want to say something about this today. Teresa Hill is my co-founder and partner in this undertaking, and she's always behind the camera making us look smart and sound smart. And I got to tell you today, we started out in a weird situation. We were with the Grim Reaper just down the road down there, and we went to Facebook Live, and Facebook Live go live button disappeared on us. Everywhere we turned, people were unable to go live on Facebook. So we're not quite sure what Zuckerberg and company had done to us, but as we drove down here, we figured out that we just had to do what most of us do. We reboot, reload the app, get things going, but it was an odd and strange situation, and to just keep trying, Teresa got us back on live again, and for that we're grateful. A lot of people there leaving the beaches now, headed back up to the parking lots, these well-maintained and well taken care of parking lots in Seagrove Beach, South Walton, Florida. Thank you.